Good morning, students. In your previous class, we have discussed about matter and the different states of matter. Okay. Today we will study the composition of matter, and on the basis of composition, matter can be classified into two categories: pure and impure. Okay. Here, pure metal are made up of the single substances. Okay. And these may be elements and compound. Okay. And in elements, you can take an example of hydrogen, oxygen, iron, cobalt, nickel, sodium, magnesium, calcium, anything. Okay. So what is element? Element is the simplest form of matter. Okay. This is the simplest form of matter. Simplest form of matter. Okay. You can break element into the simpler substances by any means, by any physical mean or chemical mean. Okay. So what is physical? What is physical means? And what is chemical means? Okay. Physical means there is change in the state of physical. Okay. Suppose ice converts to liquid. So there is change in the state of liquid only. There is no change in the compositions. Okay. So liquid has composition what? H2O. Liquid has composition H2O. When liquid converts to ice or ice converts to liquids, the formula H2O doesn't change. Okay. So this is known as what? Physical change. And what is chemical change? In chemical change, a new substance is formed. Suppose carbon is bonded with oxygen. Then you get what? CO2. That is carbon dioxide. Okay. So it involves a chemical change. So elements can be classified into two categories: metal and non-metals. You know many metals just like iron, cobalt, nickel, sodium, magnesium, and calcium, cobalt. Okay. So generally metal are hard substances, and another thing is there also, that is what? Mercury. Mercury is in liquid form, also it is considered as metals. And generally the gases are called non-metals. Okay. Gases are called non-metals. Next, but all gases are non-metal, and sometimes hydrogen is taken as metal because it has the characteristics of what? Metal. So metals, you can take the examples of solid, that is what? Sodium, magnesium, calcium, iron, cobalt, nickel, and etc. And in metal also exist in liquid form, that is in mercury. Okay, which is used in thermometer. Thermometer. Got it? Next, come to compound. Okay, a compound is made up of two. Compound is made up of some elements or combining some elements. Take the example of what? H2O. H2O. It is a compound. It is made up of two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. Two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen react to form the compound H2O. Again, you take the example of NaCl. Okay. It is the molecule of salt, and it is made by element sodium and what? Chlorine. Got it? So these are the different. Let us discuss about some properties of metal and non-metal. Okay. Which properties do metal have and which properties do non-metal have? See, metals are generally hard substances. Okay. And and they have luster, means they shine. You can't break them easily. Okay. So characteristics of metal. Okay. So metal have luster, means they shine. Okay. Second one, they are hard. You can't break them easily. Okay. Third property is metals are ductile, means they can be stretched into wires. Into wires. Means electric wires are done by the property of metal, that is known as what? Ductiles. Next one is malleability. Okay. And due to this property, metals can be beaten into sheet. Okay. Next one is sonorous. When metals are struck by a hard substance, they produce clicking sound. Okay. So these are the 5 main properties of metals. Similarly, non-metals have also some properties. Okay. Just like metals, they do not have shine surface. Okay. Non-metals have generally dull surface. Non-metal. Okay. These are dull surface. Okay. But there is some exception. If you take graphite, okay, and iodine, these are non-metals, but these two have shiny surfaces. Okay. These are basic about metals. Non-metals. Okay, we have discussed about elements. Next come to compound. Okay. So compounds are made up of 2 or more than 2 elements or single elements. Okay. And they combine in the fixed ratio. Okay. Take the example of hydrogen, H2. Okay. Hydrogen, this is molecule. It is made up of 2 atoms. 2 atoms. And it combine chemically and to form the what? Compound. But if you take iron, it will be treated as what? Element. You can take it what? Compound. Next come to H2O. It is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. And they combine in the fixed ratio, that is 1:8. Okay. To form the compounds. And you can separate the element from the compound by chemical means. Okay. If H2O is subjected to electrolysis, what? Electrolysis, you will get hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. So both the elements are separated. So this is about the pure substances. Next come to impure substances. Which substances are known as impure? Okay. The example of impure substance is what? Mixture. 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 Okay. Take the example of air. Air. Okay. You know, air is a mixture of hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, okay, carbon dioxide, argon, and some dust particles. Dust particles. You know, okay, oxygen is present in the atmosphere in 21%. Okay, nitrogen is 78 point something. You take 78%. Carbon dioxide 0.03. Okay, and including argon and other dust particle. Okay, it is what? Less than 1%. But less than 1%. Okay, so these elements or compound, okay, they combine without having any definite proportion. Okay, they do not have any proportion. Okay, so this is known as what? Mixture. Okay, so depending upon the nature of the compounds or elements, mixture can be classified as what? Homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Mixture, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Okay, take the example of sugar, solution of sugar and water. Okay, sugar and water. If you mix sugar with water, they mix thoroughly. They mix thoroughly. Okay, so any part of the sugar solution, okay, test with in similar way with the other parts of the sugar solutions. Okay, even you do not find the sugar particles where? In water. So this is known as what? Homogeneous solution. But you take the example of solution of what? Chalk powder and water. And what? Water. If you mix chalk powder and water, chalk powder doesn't mix thoroughly with water. Okay, so chalk powder particles can be visible in the water. So it is known as what? Heterogeneous solution. Heterogeneous solution. Okay, this is about elements and compounds. Next I want to tell you what are the building block of elements. Got it? The building block of elements. Okay. You know, matter is made up of the smallest particle, okay, which is known as what? Molecule. Okay. Again, molecule is made up of atoms. Okay, so molecule is also the smallest particle and atom is also the smallest particle. But difference is that molecules stay independently. Okay, but atoms may or may not stay independently. Take the example of atom of iron and hydrogen. Okay, so the atom of hydrogen can exist in atomic form. This is in atomic form. Okay, but single atom of hydrogen can't exist as atom, so it will combine with another atom and it will stay in what? H2 form, that is in what? Molecular form. Molecular form. So few atoms can exist independently, but some atoms, especially the gaseous atom, okay, can't exist independently and they stay in the molecular form only. Okay, so here hydrogen exists in diatomic form, that is H2 form. Similarly, nitrogen, oxygen, okay, fluorine, these are the gaseous atom. They exist in what? Diatomic stage. Got it? So when atom is diagnosed, okay, scientists have found some elementary particle. Okay, atom is made up of three elementary particles, that is proton, electron and what? Neutron. Okay, proton is the positively charged particles and electron is the negatively charged particle and neutron is chargeless. An atom has two parts. One is the nucleus part and another one is extra nuclear part. Okay, nucleus part and extra nuclear part. In the nucleus part, proton and neutron are found. Got it? Proton and neutron are found. Proton is the positively charged particle and neutron is what? Chargeless. In every atom you can find neutron. In some atoms only you can find neutron. And electron revolve around the nucleus, okay, in closed circular orbits. But here fundamental thing is that in a neutral atom, okay, the number of proton is equal to the number of electron. Suppose here in the first orbit, that is what? KSL it is also known as. So how many electrons are there? 2 electrons are there. Okay, so in the nucleus you find what? 2 proton. So number of electron equal to number of proton in an what? Neutral atom. Okay. So when atom combines, okay, they form molecule. Take the example of 2 molecules. One is water and other is what? NaCl. Here 2 atom of hydrogen combined with 1 atom of oxygen and they form water molecule. Similarly, in NaCl, Na combined with Cl, okay, and form the what? Molecule. Okay. So this is about the atom and molecules, and electron and proton and neutron are the 3 fundamental particles of matter, and you cannot divide electron, proton and neutron, okay, further. These are the ultimate particles. Okay, I think you understand the topic. Okay, so you have any queries, you can get back to me in the next class. Meantime, you do the exercise, the question answers of what? Matter and its nature. Thank you.